Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a patron request video. So every month, some tiers of my Patreon get to suggest some video topics that they want to see, and then I pick some and they vote on it. And this month they voted to see how I would use memorabilia, like things that my kids have made, cards, how I would use things like that in my planner. So I thought I would bring you guys along as I try to use some of those items and show you how I would incorporate them into my planner. I know some of us just love getting all of these precious pictures and everything. I am not super sentimental, so I keep some of them and not all of them. I'm one of the moms that kind of weeds them out. I have folders for each kid where we keep and save certain things, and then we change it out and we keep some from every year. We got a whole system, but I love getting these pictures, and so being able to incorporate them into my planner, it kind of gives them some extra life, because a lot of times they hang on the refrigerator for a while. We change them out, and so then I can bring them into my planner or things like that so that I can use them and keep them for longer. So I thought I would bring you guys along, show you how I would use some of these pieces in my planner. If you're interested, then stay tuned. I will link anything that I end up using down below. Let's go. All right, first up is this picture from my daughter. She created this in class just for fun. This wasn't for a special occasion or anything, but I thought it was a super cool picture, and it's nice to be able to keep things and incorporate these type of things into your planner. So what I'm going to do is trim it out, and I have found that trimming down most kids' pictures makes them a little bit easier to use. I'm going to cut this particular piece of paper down to 7 by 9 1/4, and I'm going to use it as a cover. So the Happy Planner makes these customizable covers, meaning there's this thicker plastic, and then you can create whatever you want and stick it in, kind of like a page protector, but a little bit thicker, and then that way you can create your own cover that is ideal for using photos and mementos and things like that in your cover. I will tell you from experience, kids love it. They love that you took something that they made and that they can see it all the time. And if it's in your planner, then they'll probably be able to see it. See, I'm just folding this over, and again, putting something off center, it just kind of elevates the look. So now I have kind of a beautiful summer cover started. And on the inside of the cover, I'm going to actually incorporate a couple of different notes. I don't save every card I've ever gotten, but I do save a lot of them that have some really sweet stuff written inside. And how nice would it be to be able to open up your planner and see a sweet note from a spouse or a friend, something like that. So that's what I'm going to put right on the inside of here. We'll just incorporate a little bit of washi tape, because that's going to go on the front too. I actually get a little bit crazy with this washi tape. We're going to go washi tape heavy in a minute, but you'll see it's nice to have these notes just incorporated into your planner. Another option is, of course, to just punch them and put them straight in. Use them as a bookmark. Add them into your week. Carrying things like this for me makes a big difference. Yes, I have a memento box that I keep certain things in, but not a lot. If I can carry it and get even a little bit more joy out of it than when it was first given to me, reading these words every day, one from a good friend, Bethany, and one from my husband, that really can mean a lot. This is actually a little card pocket that my friend Bethany made for me. She is a big fan of recycling cards, and so I know she would be a big fan of me recycling this one. And so I'm going to cut this out. I end up using it on a different part. I decide that the cover I want to be just this big floral piece, and I'll use the Elisa in another section. To add a little bit more interest to the front, I think what I'm going to do is not include this, but I'm going to take that washi tape and create a border around the whole page. You can see I go as far as to put the sticky adhesive on the back of this, and then I'm just going to put that piece to the side. It'll make its way into my planner eventually, but I'm going to go ahead and just add some washi tape to border this. I think it would also have been pretty with black washi tape, kind of like a sunflower look, but this orange one was already on the back, and so I figured, we'll just go with this theme. So just tucking that around to add a border around both edges, and then when you're creating a custom planner cover, then it's also good to have something that is the same to both sides. So I'll actually end up using this washi tape on the back as well. So now it's all set. I can just slide it into my cover. It's a pretty tight fit, which is great because that means it will stay. So that'll go right in there, and I'll be able to pop that on my planner, and it's kind of a bright summer front cover. Now, every front cover needs a back cover, so that's what I'm going to work on next. I'm going to trim down another piece of the orange paper. You don't see many orange planner covers. I guess it's not a super popular color, but I think it is fun for summer. And I have a poem written by my daughter that I scanned in. She wrote it for Mother's Day. I scanned into my computer and printed out smaller so that it would be able to fit my planner, which is another tip for you. Scan in these pictures, especially if you're not comfortable with cutting them up, or you want to keep the original in a memento box, but you're also wanting to have this keepsake in your planner. You can always scan them in, or even just take a picture of it and print out the picture, something like that. So I'm adding the border that I did on the front. We're going to add that on the back, just trimming off the sides here. And we're going to go super simple. The back cover is going to just have this poem, this acrostic poem that my daughter wrote me. I consider adding more washi tape, but you know, in the end, it was going to cover up some pieces. And we're just going to go with just the poem on this back sheet. So I will trade that out. And I know this will make her super happy to see it on my planner. And then we'll just add the Elisa right there. Perfect. So that will go in the cover, and it's super simple to change these out. So you can make these just for fun after different special occasions, bring them out. Maybe you save some of your favorite Mother's Day poems and cards and you bring it out for Mother's Day every year. Something like that is always fun, and it's really easy to change out these papers and these covers. And now, ta-da, new planner cover ready to go, full of my kids' artwork and some sweet notes from a friend and my husband. Next up, let me show you how I would incorporate a picture and a piece of original artwork onto an actual planner spread. So this is a piece of artwork from one of our neighbors. Some of our good friends drew me a picture for my birthday of myself and my daughter, and then her and her sisters and her mom all having a girls' night. She entitled this piece Girls' Night. And so I'm going to put it, I trimmed it out again because I think that's a really good way to be able to incorporate these pieces. A lot of times kids leave a lot of white on their pages, and so trimming that out makes it easier to use in my spread. And I'm just going to put this right at the bottom. I'm having a little trouble getting it centered where I want it, so I end up just going ahead and cutting it in half right there. It just makes it easier for me to get that on the page. And now I have her original artwork straight in my planner. Of course, you can keep it super simple, leave it like this, but I'm actually going to incorporate this a little more. I'm going to go with what she has on the page, which is a lot of green for grass, and then she has everyone wearing purple for the most part because that is my favorite color, and so that's what she drew for my birthday. So I grabbed my Live Love Posh green florals sticker book, which is part of her Rainbow Florals line. And I'm going to add some Monstera leaves, and we're going to just incorporate this little jungle effect as if we're having our girls' night in the jungle. So putting it on either side, and then I'll bring it over and overlap. Clear stickers are fabulous for working with things like this and incorporating them in because you can put it over and you can still see the writing through it. I trimmed out her writing because if you are a parent or a grandparent or a teacher, you know that kids' writing is just the cutest. So I did her little From Kara, and then later on you'll see Girls' Night make its way in as well. There are lots of other ways that you can incorporate these little mementos into your planner. If you're wanting to kind of celebrate some of the creations your kids made each month, putting them on your monthly page or on your currently page at the beginning of the month is a great idea. You can use them to create your own currently page by just decorating over the top of it and then pasting it right into your planner. You can always laminate things like this so that you can move it from planner to planner. Maybe it's a really special picture, maybe it's an encouraging message. You can punch it, laminate it, and keep it as a dashboard of sorts that you can switch from planner to planner. And just think, as a teacher, how fun would it be for your kids if you had like the customizable cover for your kids to be able to see that you change out the artwork each week and they see your planner and you kind of rotate through the kids in your classroom and put in different art each week. It's just a little celebration, a little appreciation for them for taking the time to create that artwork for you, but you don't necessarily have to keep the artwork forever. This is going to be, just a regular planner spread, and I get to appreciate it and I can show it off to the original artist, and she can get excited that her artwork made it into my planner, which is super fun for them to see. You can see the rest of this planner spread is pretty simple because I want the attention to be on those cute drawings at the bottom. So I'll just be incorporating some different boxes. I'm mixing in purples and greens. The greens are from the Live Love Posh green floral sticker book, and the purples are actually from a free giveaway that Live Love Posh did at Go Wild. So I have some purple boxes left over from that I thought I would kind of incorporate. They're not all the same color purple, but that's okay. It's just for fun. So you can change it up, and you can see how I layered the boxes. Here comes girls' night. So I'm going to trim that out so that I can mark how fun it will be to have a girls' night with all of that crew. And again, preserving the handwriting is just, it's so fun. It's so fun to get to use those. There's lots of different ways. Like you could have your kiddos write out certain words that you use a lot, and then create your own stickers using that. Like imagine seeing your kids write in your planner, but you've used stickers. You should also check out Amy Tangerine for ideas on how to incorporate mementos into your planning. She is huge on that. She gets business cards and matchbooks and napkins and puts them in her planner all the time. She is also a big fan of letting her kiddos draw in little parts of her planner, or even if they do it on accident, she kind of highlights it. She does a great job of incorporating just little pieces of her everyday life into her planner, and making it kind of a combination of a functional planner and a memory planner. So these are just a few of the ways that I would incorporate mementos like this, drawings and cards, into my planner. Let me know in the comments below how you like to keep those things. I also have a keepsake box, like I said, where I keep little notes. I have a bunch of cards that I keep in my craft room. Let me know how you keep them and how you incorporate them into your planning or into some special journal or things like that. I would love to hear any ideas you all have. At this point, I was done pretty much with the functional, but I decided I didn't really like the florals up in the top corner just because they weren't green and weren't really matching. So what I'm going to do is layer a few florals throughout a few of these Monstera leaves, and then I'm going to white out the corner and layer a few pieces up there as well, just so that the green is going through the whole spread. Still a very functional spread, but a nice pop of color and memory in there as well. That'll be it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button, just so you'll be the first to know when I release a new video over here on YouTube. I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you so much for this suggestion of this fun video. I really liked getting a chance to use some of this artwork in a different way. If you want to check out Patreon, then come join us over there. We're having a great time. There's all kinds of perks like extra videos and early content and all kinds of things. So check out the link in the description box below if you are interested. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.